is on the sage. Then I long to be in Texas, back riding on the range. Just smell the bacon frying when sizzling in the pan. Hear the breakfast horn in the early morning, drinking coffee from a can. Just riding, rocking, roping, pounding leather all day long. Just swaying, sweating, swearing, listening to a cowhand song. How it beckons and I reckon I would work for any way to be free again, just to be again where the bloom is on the stage. To some folks there's a spot that lives forever, deep down within their fondest memory. I have been a rover, I have never seen any place where I would rather be. When found the time in Texas and the bloom is on the stage, then I long to be in Texas, back to riding on the range. Just smell the bacon frying when sizzling in the pan. Hear the breakfast horn in the early morning, drinking coffee from a can. Just riding, rocking, roping, pounding leather all day long. Just swaying, sweating, swearing, listening to a cowhand song. How it beckons and I reckon I would work for any way.
I believe we've got some genuine Cowboy coffee floating around here somewhere. In fact, when the gentleman that started Starbucks was brainstorming for a name for his company, I suggest to you he was probably well educated on the history of this particular product. In the early days of cattle drives, we carried green coffee bean because once it's roasted, it loses its flavor. Every night you would find me around the fire after y'all had gone to bed, roasting tomorrow's coffee beans in a cast iron skillet. This is time consuming, burns a lot of extra wood, which means more work for me. Remember, we're on a prairie, there ain't a lot of wood, so now I have to go find extra wood. So the Arbuckles brothers in 1865 came up with a process called the Ariosa process. You can see right there, it says Arbuckles Ariosa Coffee. The Ariosa process. They roasted the bean at the factory. They then took egg whites and sugar, mixed it together. We got any bakers in the group? What does that make, egg whites and sugar?
Meringue.
Meringue, very good. If you've ever got some meringue on your finger, and an hour or two later looked down and said, boy, my fingernail's all pretty and shiny, and you tried to scratch it off like cement. So they took their pre-roasted coffee beans, they dumped them in a meringue mixture, pulled them up, and let them air dry. Candy coating and sealing in the freshness of every single roasted coffee bean in the pack. So now we had a pre-roasted coffee bean that kept its freshness. They took it a step further. Inside every 1 pound bag of Arbuckles coffee was a candy cane. When I got ready to grind tomorrow's coffee, y'all ain't never had the ground coffee at 2 o'clock in the morning? Oh sure, it's fun to come around the back of the wagon and give a couple of cranks on this now. Come back at 2 o'clock in the morning and see how entertaining it is. Especially if it's pouring down rain. You're trying to light a fire at the same time. So the night before, all I had to do was lift up a couple of bags of candy or coffee and shake it and go, who wants candy, boys? And they come a running. If you get to me first, I will ceremoniously take the candy cane out and put it in my vest pocket. I will then give you the grinder and the beans. You will go grind. Bring it back to me. When it's ground to my specifications, you get the candy cane. Brilliant marketing. So now we had a coffee that was trail ready. Didn't have to roast it, which meant more sleep time for me. Didn't have to grind it, which meant more sleep time for me, which is a good thing. Because the happier your cook is, the better your food is. On each one of these bags, there was also a coupon, redeemable for all different kinds of merchandise. Once you got back after 10 or 12 of these drives, you'd have literally thousands of these coupons in a special little tin. Something like this here. You would send off to the Arbuckles. They would send you a catalog. Inside that catalog were things like a 38 revolver, 250 coupons, 40-carat diamond ring, 800 coupons. A brand new shiny Dutch oven. No, we don't need no more Dutch ovens. We got plenty of those. Maybe some new clothes, new hat, new gloves. They did have boots, but most of us won't buy boots mail order. If you've ever bought boots mail order, you know where I'm going with that. They might say 10.5. When they get here, they ain't. Your feet don't shrink or grow to fit the boot. It's a good idea to try a boot on before you purchase it. Just one of my many things I've learned in my years of experience. But I'm willing to hand off to y'all.
Then you got to sing it, yeah, you got to swing it, just keep in time, or do it, so you got to do it, yeah, you got to swing it, just keep in time. The young folks are doing it, the old folks will do it, they'll swing, swing, keep up the time. The young folks say, the old folks say, oh swing, don't lose time, or do it, yeah, you got to do it, yeah, you got to swing it, just keep the time. The old folks doing it, young folks do it, they'll swing, swing, keep up the time. Young folks